Welcome back, everybody, to another Artist Spotlight interview here on the Ethos Media Network. I am your host, Shane G. Before we get started, please make sure that you like, you share, and you subscribe for all of our latest content. And without further ado, I have a very special guest with us. It's a new, young, and up and coming artist based out of Ohio, actually. And I believe he's currently living in LA. But we're going to get into, the whole story, the whole background, how he crafts his music and I'm looking forward to talking to him. So we definitely have a special guest, and his name is Cano. Cano, how are you today, sir?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good, man. I'm good.
Yeah,
Thank you very much for being here. Um,
yeah.
so let's get started. So some of the music that I'm familiar with is your songs Have to Be, Memories, You Deserve the World. You Deserve the World's really good. I really like that one.
I
Afraid and
appreciate it.
Diamonds.
Yeah,
Um so I guess my first question to you is, why do you make music?
I make music because it makes me happy. Honestly, I love it. It helps me out a lot. I make music about what I'm going through and what I'm living through, and I feel like it helps me kind of grasp that and then also feel it and be able to learn from it and grow from it.
Okay. So tell me a little bit about your background then, because you're from Upper Sandusky, Ohio. So we were talking a little bit off camera, and me being from Michigan, I'm familiar with Sandusky, Ohio. So
Yeah.
what was it like growing up in Upper Sandusky?
Yeah. So not to be mistaken for Sandusky, which is actually the real Upper Sandusky. We're lower, we're southern, we're south of Sandusky. But it was a small town, quiet town. We had like what, I think 6,000 people. I can't remember, but not a lot of people. So quiet streets. We spend a lot of time outside, riding bikes, doing kid things, going to the skate park, playing basketball. Sports were big for me growing up, but yeah, pretty peaceful and calm growing up.
Okay. Okay, definitely. Now, um, what would you say your motivation is as far as the music that you make? Because as far as I'm aware, um, your dad played a lot of Jackson 5 for you, and so that's where
Yeah,
some of your R&B and pop influence comes from. What would you say your motivation is?
the motivation for me is just to have it feel a certain way. It's all about the feeling for me. When I listen to music, I really like the way certain chords make me feel specifically. That's something that I really enjoy exploring is chords and melodies, and then also like timbre, the way things kind of sound. Um, yeah, all driven by feeling because that's what R&B is. It's all on your soul, all on the feeling. So it is about the lyrics. I'm a big lyricist too, but definitely the thing that drives me the most is like, can I make you feel something? Can I put you in a certain mood and make you like experience that? Feelings are good.
Okay, okay. So do you write your own music as well then?
Yeah, yeah. I don't my
Okay.
own music, yeah, of course.
Okay. Now, is that something that you always did, or is that something that came along a little bit later? Because I know writing
No,
R&B music can be a little bit, different than writing hip hop or writing rap or anything like that. So,
yeah,
what's that
that's
process
true.
like?
I think something that helps me out the most is like I didn't start making music until after high school, like the tail end of my senior year and into college. But before then, I was always performing music and playing music. I started on violin when I was like 5 or 6. I didn't like it. Went to piano, took lessons on that for a little bit. Played by like 12. I joined in the band around that age. Played saxophone. Then joined the jazz band. Played bari sax. Uh, Taught myself bass so I could play in the jazz band, and then taught myself guitar after that because bass was just, I don't know, it wasn't enough for me. So I wanted to learn something else. And I don't know. So it always was just about like the playing and the feeling for me. It wasn't necessarily about the creation as much. But then I realized like, oh, maybe I could create something that feels like this or sounds like that. That's probably why I started. But yeah, it was a later start. I wasn't always like making music.
Okay. Yeah, you have a I have a similar background as far as being in multiple bands, and you start off playing one instrument in, just the regular school band, and then you start jazz band, then you end up in
Mhm,
marching band, and I
mhm.
got, yep, I
It's the
definitely
best.
know that grind. So,
Mhm.
um, so you're working, you're doing a lot of things outside of your music too. So, um, three internships, or a job. How do you balance your time pursuing your dreams while also doing, multiple business things outside of music?
Yeah, it's a lot to balance. It is a lot, but a big thing for me is just time management. I think that's really important. So I'll write everything down on the calendar and plan all my days out, like, hour by hour. I have that planned. Now I have a little more time because one of my internships ended, so I don't have to do that anymore. That's been helping me, but also just taking care of myself, and when I have days off, doing, like, fun things and, like, enjoying myself a little bit. That helps a lot, but, definitely staying organized helps me do that, and then just having the mindfulness that helps me balance it out. You gotta if you work hard, you gotta play hard.
Okay, I like that. I like that. Um, so so tell me about your live performances. Um, because I know that that's something that you've been recently, delving into as well, and you performed "You Deserve the World" for a live audience in LA. So, tell me about that.
It was weird to perform my music, for the first time, that is. We started a music organization or collective, and we started doing shows in Athens when we were in college at Ohio University, and that was my first time performing my own music, and it was weird because I performed other music before, like covers and things that weren't mine and other things like that, but, it was a weird like, I felt exposed for the first time. I think I was like my first step into like, "Oh, like, you're gonna have to, like, face this judgment, like, if you wanna do this, you're gonna have to, do it and, like, see what that's like, and people are gonna like it, people aren't gonna like it, you're gonna have to face all that," but, since then, it's just been about performing, really. I kinda learned that it's all just performance, and I've done that before through, like, theater and things like that, so I kinda channel a little bit of that into the performing because it helps, you gotta act a little bit, but it's been good overall. Out here, it felt really, really nerve-wracking because everybody had bands and things like that. I just got out here, so I don't have much, so just me and my guitar, and so, yeah, I felt really exposed, but it was a good time, and people liked it.
Okay. Now, another thing that you do that's pretty interesting is the visualizers that you create with your songs. So explain that process. Like, how do you determine what visually is going to set the correct mood for the music that you're creating?
That's a good one. I just recently started doing the visualizers on this, like, single run that I've been doing. I started with "Have to Be," and then it was, Diamonds Acoustic, and Afraid, and then You Deserve the World. I was doing one a month, uh, song and visualizer, but I just kinda think about what it's going to feel like. So, like, "Have to Be" is features, like, some cars and things like that, and then the water, the ocean, and it's just, like, the ocean's unknown, so I like putting the ocean in videos just because, like, it looks good and it means something, but, for Diamonds, I just went to the beach and just run and gunned it real quick. I mean, that's what I do for all of them, but I know I wanted that one to be kinda, like, sunny and cool, because that's a song about dreams and aspirations of, living the good life and making it and all that. Um, so I was like, "Yeah, let's make it look cool. Let's go to the beach. It's sunny. Let's do that." And then Afraid is kind of about, like, death in a way, and so I thought, like, flowers, like a garden or, like, a sanctuary of flowers, so I just went out and walked around and saw what flowers I could see, and then, yeah, You Deserve the World, yeah, that one just, like, dreamlike, that's why I put, like, the moon in there and, like, some of those cool shots like that, but, yeah, all again, just, like, feeling, like, I'll listen to the song and kinda close my eyes and think, "Where would I be?"
Okay. Okay. That makes sense. That makes sense. So pretty much, okay. So you close your eyes and sort of whatever comes to your mind, you just try to
Yeah,
recreate.
yeah, you just kinda like yeah, you just drift off into the song 'cause, mm, music can do that, I guess.
Definitely. Definitely. What emotions are you trying to pull from the listeners specifically? Because we keep referring to it. So you deserve the
Mhm.
world. Tell me about that one.
Yeah, User of the World's a good one. It's about falling in love. Um, and it's just it was originally gonna be called I Didn't Even Notice because it's kind of about like falling in love is strange, you know. It starts and then it's just like you like there's just like this big bright spark and then it just takes off into this like amazing like roller coaster ride and then you go from like 1 month to a year in like the blink of an eye. Um, so it's just about like how that feels. It's like I don't know. It's a fleeting feeling like something's like running away from you a bit. But yeah, um, it's about falling in love with my girlfriend. Yeah, that's pretty much it. But yeah,
Okay. Okay. So do you think, well, I mean, you did sort of say this earlier. So a lot of your music is based on real life situations that you're going through, or, whether they be good or bad. So in this case,
yeah,
it's a good thing, but okay.
yeah.
Okay. So you're drawn from real experiences, when you create for the most part. So
Hmm.
um so are you working on a full project right now, or do you just plan on, to continue to release singles? What's the plan as far as, the future for Cano?
Yeah, so I like to plan ahead. And I also have accumulated a lot of music over the years, and it's been really beneficial for me because now I'm kind of operating on this system of I have all these pieces and then I can just play them, and it's been good so far. But I have one more single. I think yeah, I'm gonna drop one more single with a official music video this time and a visualizer, and then I'm gonna take a couple months off. I think, and just work on this project and also do other content besides like music or other things besides music. But yeah, I do have a project that's coming up in probably late spring.
Okay. Okay. You got a title for the project already?
Yeah, I do. It's called Stairs Closed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Any features or anything like that? Or is it going to be, for the most part, you and your thoughts?
Yeah, just myself still on this one. It's a short tape. It's like 7 songs, but they're all like good length and stuff. Like some of them are like two-siders, like memories. How it kind of has like
Mhm.
a switch. Yeah, I like doing that stuff. But it's gonna be good. It's kind of I haven't decided the aesthetic completely yet, but sonically, it's got some really cool stuff. Kind of like the synthesizers on like Dark Twisted Fantasy and how
Mm.
like that stuff sounds. It's a little bit more hip hoppy R&B, but it's like electric. Like it's gonna be sick.
Okay. So are you doing your own production on it as well?
Yeah, I will be. Yeah,
Nice. Nice. Okay. Yeah, that's really impressive when people are able to, create the backdrop and create the lyrics and, create visuals for it as well. Like, being multifaceted, that's definitely something that, is going to be helpful going forward in the music game,
yeah. Thanks. I
because
appreciate it.
just as things change, you know what I mean? It's always good to be skilled in multiple areas. Um so no, that's really good. So do you plan on keeping doing the visualizers with the new project, or are you gonna like move into actual videos, or what's the plan there?
Yeah, so this one definitely want to try some new things. I think I'm gonna waterfall it, and so I'll just release like a song a month, and then roll out like music videos and stuff
Nope.
like a music video probably for like every song, which will even create. more of a space for the project to exist in. But yeah, I would drop it just as is, just like boom, just put it out there. But unfortunately, like I don't like to play the game, but you know what I mean. I want to grow, so I'm
Yeah.
gonna release them like one at a time because that's how you build. If you drop it, like that's cool, but you know, people you're missing like an opportunity for someone to actually like listen to the song. They might skip over your song because it's next to all these other songs. But
Yeah.
I'll probably do it like that.
Okay. Well, where's your music at now for everybody to listen to, and what do you have out there now? You know that so that way we can, help you grow as well. Hopefully our listeners will go out and listen to what you got to offer. So where can they find you? Where can they follow you? All that stuff.
I'm on Apple Music and Spotify. You can search up Cano. I probably won't be the first one that comes up, so you could look up one of my songs. You Deserve the World, spelled with a U instead of YOU. Bad Dreams is a good one. People like that one. Memories. Um, but I think you should definitely listen to my tape 1-800 Too Dope. That's a good one. I just dropped that in February. It's got 7 songs that are great. So yeah, you can find me there, Apple Music, Spotify, and on Instagram, just Braden Cano, BradenCano.
All right, man. Well, definitely appreciate your time. Definitely look forward to hearing the new project. I'm gonna, check out some of these a couple more of these visuals that, I haven't had a chance to look at yet. But, like I said, from what I've seen, already, I like what you're doing. It's different, and you know I can hear the influence um of some of the older acts, and I can tell that there's some there's an older influence in your life that is it's just like with me. My father, he had me listening to Parliament Funkadelic and stuff like that when I was
Oh yeah.
growing up, so that influenced my musical taste. That's why I really liked West Coast hip hop growing up, because it was just
Mm,
a reflection of that. So that's always good when you can hear the influence, and like, okay, they came up listening to some good stuff, and they're going to create some good stuff in exchange. So yeah, man, I definitely look forward to hearing what you come out with in the future. And I definitely encourage everybody to check out, like I said, the music that's out there already. So look them up. Kano on Apple Music and on Spotify. You Deserve the World, I would start there. That's again my personal favorite. And then make sure to follow him on Instagram at Braden Kano. So any last words before we get out of here today?
no, I just want to say thanks for having me. Really, I appreciate it. But
Yeah, for
yeah,
sure, man. Thank you for being here. And until next time, this has been another Artist Spotlight right here on the Ethos Media Network. Please make sure you like, you share, and you subscribe for all of our latest content. And we'll catch you next time. Peace.